Okay, so in this tutorial we're going to talk about the corticobulbar tract. That specifically involves the muscles above the eye and the muscles of the throat for swallowing, so this is your larynx and pharynx. The muscles above the eye, located in your forehead, are going to be innervated by cranial number 7, facial nerve, and then the muscles in your throat, pharynx, and larynx are going to be innervated by cranial number 10, vagus. Okay, so the message is going to come from your cortex, specifically the lateral part of the primary motor cortex. Okay, so here you will have a signal going down, and it's going to synapse with the specific cranial nerve. So in this case, it will synapse with the facial nucleus. But you will also, the same nucleus is also going to get innervation from the contralateral side of the primary motor cortex. And it will send its message down to the skeletal muscles of the facial skeletal muscles above the eye. Okay, and this could also synapse with, so you can have another one that will go down, and it will synapse with nucleus ambiguous of vagus. And same, this one will also send its signal and synapse with it. So it will get, so the cranial nerve will get innervation, will get bilateral signals, and then it will innervate the skeletal muscles of the throat, or just muscles of the throat. Okay, so the most important point that I'm trying to note in this video is that from the message from the motor cortex, it's going to be bilateral, whereas the message from the cranial nucleus is going to be ipsilateral. So if somebody has asymmetry in their forehead, and the question is like where you would suspect the lesion would be, the lesion would probably most likely be from the cranial nucleus, because you wouldn't have an asymmetry if it was from the primary motor cortex, because you will get bilateral innervation. However, a lot of times if you have muscle weakness, then we could suspect that there could be something wrong with the primary motor cortex as well. So if it's a muscle weakness on the left side, we could say that there could be weakness in the primary motor cortex on the right side or on the left side. And in the next video, we're going to talk about the innervation of the muscles that are below the eye.